We're just going to look at standard form and how we would actually change an ordinary number such as this into a number written in standard form. The first thing I'll say, it's important to realise it's going to be the very same amount, it's just written in a different way. So if you were expecting to receive £35,600, when I write it in standard form, it will still be £35,600 that you're getting. It's just written in a different way. So I'll start by writing the number out, and here we can see 35,600, but I'm going to put in the decimal point, and this is absolutely crucial, because it's only the decimal point that basically gives all of these their place value. So for instance, this is units, tens, hundreds and so on. So always put in the decimal point. I'm just going to write the same thing down here so we can see what's going to happen. Now we do know in standard form I want the number in front to be between 1 and 10, and this clearly isn't. It's a much bigger number than that, so I'm going to move the entire number 1 place, 2 places, 3 places, and once I've moved it 4 places I can see that indeed the number is between 1 and 10. But it's important just to remember that I've moved it 4 place values. Now we can see I've made this number a lot smaller by moving it 4 place values, but it's got to be the same number. It's even though it's written in standard form, it must still be 35,600, and the way I'm going to do that is to show this by raising 10 to the power 4, and this shows that we've moved it 4 place values. And now if you compare this number to this number, it's exactly the same number. If I said I'm going to give you £35,600 or 3.56 times 10 to the 4, it would be the same number. We can tidy it up a little. This is correct, but we'll tidy up a little bit and drop those 2 zeros off the end. We don't need them. So that's our answer. Here's another number. We can see this is a small number, 0.0000623 in standard form. So just make a note, a mental note. Is this a big number or a small number? Well, this is going to be a small number. I'm going to write it out here just in a nice convenient form. We can see the nice thing here is we've already had to take account of our decimal point. But again, we need it to be a number between 1 and 10. So I'm just going to write it out here, and so we can see what's going to happen. So it's not a number between 1 and 10 at the moment. I'm going to move it 1 place, 2 place, 3 places, 4 places, 5 places. I've moved it to the left. Now again, this number, this was a small number. This is a much larger number, but it's got to be the same number. So I've got to take account of the fact that I've changed it, and I'm going to put this index here. And because we moved it 5 places, we can see why we've put in this -5 here to represent the 5 place values. And again, they should be always the same number. It's just a different way of writing it. So I can see 6.23 times 10 to the -5 is a small number, and this is also a small number, so it's what I expect. And again, I can just drop those zeros off the front there just to tidy it up. The point I'm really making here is when you make a comparison between this very small number and this very small number, it's what you're expecting. If you'd have accidentally put a +5 here, you would have recognized your mistake as long as you make the comparison. You think to yourself, this is a small number, and if you'd have accidentally written a +5 here, you'd have seen this is a large number and you'd have realized there's a problem. The last example we're going to look at is a number written in standard form that we're going to change to an ordinary number. So I'm going to write it out. Because it's in standard form, it is a number between 1 and 10. But we're going to look at this index here. So I'm going to write it out again just so we can work with it. And this is telling us that we are going to move it 3 place values. And this is going to be a small number. We're going to move it 3 place values to the right. Now it's not long before you realise we're going to get in trouble here because we can't keep track of what's going on. So what I'm going to do is add some zeros to the front so that when we move it 3 place values as instructed here, 1, 2, 3. I've got all my zeros there so I can keep track of what's going on. And that's it. We're done. This is an ordinary number now. We can drop, we only need 1 0 in front of the decimal point. So there we have 0.00495 and we're done.